Hey guys, what's going on? It's WhatInTheBass, and today we are pond fishing 3 different ponds. I've never been here before, and they're all 3 brand new ponds, probably within like a 2-mile radius of each other, so pretty close. So we're gonna go ahead and pond jump all 3 of them, and we're here at pond number 2 right now. Because I forgot to make this intro in the beginning, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Hey guys, today we have the Senko on from our last video, so we're gonna go ahead and just throw this a few times. I don't think that there's much weed in here, so I think this Senko is gonna just keep ripping around. I don't think we're gonna have a problem here. So, but we are gonna move probably to a crankbait or something like that, just because there's no weeds and we're not gonna get any snags, and hopefully we can find the beds where these fish are hiding. There's a ton of bluegill sitting right here, if you can see them in the reflection. These guys are meaty. So with big bluegill, hopefully we can find some big bass. And again, we're using the Senko. We're gonna Texas rig this up on my Mach 2 with 15-pound fluorocarbon on that bad boy. So we're gonna get this video going, and hopefully we can catch some big ones right off the bat. Like I said, I've never been here before, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna play this with a Senko here. I think we're gonna start off playing it pretty slow, and then we're gonna move into playing it a little bit faster if we're not getting any bites from that. Just kind of let it sit out there, see if we get any nibbles. Just kind of let it dead drop here, see if we get anything good. If not, we'll just slowly move it back, just dragging along the bottom, seeing what we have for, I think it's just mostly shells and sand. It's not really a vegetation. I'm pretty sure there's chemicals in the water that kill all this vegetation. That's why it's kind of so blue, but could be wrong. But we're gonna be hoping there's some big tunas in here today. I know we saw some pretty big bluegill, so if there's bass in here, they're definitely feeding on those big bluegill. And yeah, I think it'll be a good day out here. I love coming out to these new ponds because there's people walking by and they see me here with a backpack on, GoPro on, just fishing, and there's houses all around me, and they're just staring at me like I'm some crazy person. I don't know, I think it's funny. They think I'm actually crazy. Oh my gosh, that's a huge carp in there. That thing was a monster. I don't know if we could see him on film, but he just rolled up right here. It's definitely a big carp, which is a good sign. At least fish are getting big in here. There are a few aerators in here for these fish, so I'm wondering if they're kind of pool around there. That's kind of one of their spawn points, little bubblers. So we're gonna go ahead and try to, there's 2 over here and 1 over here, so we're gonna go ahead and try to get to those, just to see if they're kind of hanging around there. And then also there's a dock over here that we definitely got to make our way over to. As we continue to walk here, guys, make sure if you haven't checked out my last video, I'll put that on the screen right now. And if you haven't liked and commented already, please go ahead and do that. Please tell me what you guys want to see in the next upcoming videos, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and throw these rage tails. I'm thinking these are going to work pretty well, just because they're going to put a lot of vibration in the water, and this water is kind of stained, so we're going to let this just crawl on the bottom, and we can work this kind of medium too, just get some more speed with it. I just feel like you can work this bait so many different ways that you really can't go wrong with it. We're going to also Texas rig this guy back up right through the body. They're the carp, they're mad today. So yeah, just a standard Texas rig. Then I have my bullet weight on top. And I don't even tie this down at all. I just let it hang free. So that's what we're doing here, letting this guy just sit on the bottom and crawling with those tails. So stay tuned. I think we're gonna throw a few more casts in here, and if we get nothing, then we're gonna go ahead and move to pond number 2. All right, guys, we're going to pond number 2 right now. We're just heading up on it right here. It actually goes in a little bit this way, but it's pretty similar shape as the other one. Same color. I don't know, not much has changed. There's some vegetation in this one though. It's not like kind of sandy and rocky. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this rage claw on here and see if we get any better results. Maybe there's more bass in this pond, or maybe not. We'll have to find out. Kind of like how there's more vegetation here. There's a little path here that I can take back. Buddy. There we go, get him out. I was kind of getting skeptical that there's no bass in this pond. Not a huge guy, but you know, it's a good sized fish. I got him really close to the shore here. It wasn't like he was deep at all. I got him right on this lip that comes right up, but not a bad fish to start the day off. I'm ready to get him back in there. Hopefully there's some bigger ones in here if we found this little guy. But yeah, that's a huge sign. It's nice that we know there's fish in here. And we got that one on the rage claw. I'm telling you, this thing smacks if you don't have a pair. You can get it for like $5 at any sporting goods store, Amazon, anything. I'll put the link description down below if you guys want to pick some up. And in this color, it's green pumpkin. I mean, I caught that fish right here. He was literally following this thing up probably the whole way. And as soon as I started pulling it out of the water, that's when he bit at it. See if I can duplicate that movement again if they're gonna follow it all the way back. I'm gonna put one over here. I'm gonna keep walking just so we clear these other edges on this place, so we're not stuck in this corner, even though we had good success. Seems like there's a little bit more animal life in this pond than the last one we went to. I see some snapping turtles over there. So that's a good sign. In the last pond, there wasn't a lot of vegetation on the side. Yep. Oh my gosh, he got off. He was a way bigger one. And that I lost him because my hook sat right there. I tried to pull sideways. He was following that the whole way in. I needed to pull straight up on that. And that's why we lost that fish right there. That's a lesson learned from my mistake right there. You have to pull up on your hook set, otherwise you're gonna lose them. Oh my gosh, you guys just see that? Hold on, buddy, hold on, buddy. Hold on, bud. Calm down. All right, calm down, calm down, calm down. Well, it's not big, but did you just see how aggressive that guy was? I was pulling it out of the water and I started walking the other way. So I was gonna cast it over there. I must be sitting on a ledge right here, I'm telling you what. Well, I guess he just wanted to come off. But guys, that's the hard thing. Like, I wanna move locations to see, but if they're biting here, and that was only like 5-6 casts later after the other one. If they're biting, you gotta just stay. Guy wasn't huge by any means, but you know, catching something's better than nothing, that's for sure. Especially in a new area, like I've never been here before. I guess we'll throw a few more casts in the same area and see if we get anything. I was surprised I caught him because I was kind of working it decently fast coming in. And this bait's half the size of that fish was. These bass are so aggressive. Oh my gosh. You see him right there, guys? I'm telling you, we're sitting on a bed. We're sitting on a little drop off and they're just hammering this rage claw right now. I'm kind of happy that guy got off anyway because he was little and he was gonna He's just gonna fight me the whole time. I guess we're gonna get this right back out there in that same spot and just let it sit. Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on to pond number 3 here. We weren't getting any bites, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we get over at pond number 3. All right guys, so we're here at pond number 3. As you can tell, this pond's a lot different than pond 1 and 2. And I think we might have to bust out the frog a little bit through here. But as you can tell as we look around here, it's just vegetation central. Actually goes way back there. I think it'd be nice with a kayak, but we're on foot today, and I think we're just gonna get going again with this this crawl that we have right here. Have to keep going with this, and if we don't get any bites, you know, 10-15 cast in, I think we're gonna switch over to a frog and see what damage we can do along the edges here. Oh, we got a huge bite right off the bat, first cast out. That was great looks. Now when I'm trying to reel this back, I noticed like this algae isn't like crazy sticky, so I'm just reeling it like a top water. I'm gonna float it out here and run it like we had been at the last 2 ponds. And then once I get on top, I just run it like a top water. Maybe we get a frog bite on the way back in. If there's fish like sitting in, kind of in shallow, and they see this. Like just like this, run it on the top. See if we get a reaction bite. So I'm gonna go ahead and head up on that pier. And we're back here, guys. Oh my gosh, this is a lot better view. As you guys can tell, there's a lot more open water to cast into over here. And just in general, we can get some more frog throws back in here and just to the middle. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and switch up to the frog here. I brought 2 colors with me today, green and yellow. You know, in this little high algae, I think I'm gonna go with this yellow guy today. And I'm gonna go ahead and tie this on with a uni knot. If you guys don't know what the uni knot is, it's a really great, simple knot. I can put a link down below to someone that can explain it a little bit better than I can. And then also I'll be coming out with a tutorial video either next week or the week after, just tying this simple knot. Never had a break on me or anything, so you know, I've had nothing but success with it. Go ahead and just pull it down, clip the tag in, and we're all set. All right guys, for this frog, we're gonna go ahead and put it right in this algae along this line. Once you get to an opening right off the algae, I like to let it sit there in case a fish is following that all the way up, and then once you get into the open water, it decides to take its bite.